Louisiana beer reviews. Here we are on a very foggy, dreary, damp, little chilly morning at 6:41 a.m. It might be 10 o'clock before the sun gets through this cloud bank. I'm looking at New Planet gluten-free beer, 3R Raspberry Ale. Okay, someone gave me this bottle. This is the old label. The new label is green. It's not called 3R anymore. Fort Collins, Colorado. Please keep refrigerated. When it was given to me, it was warm, so 160 calories. Okay. Now, interestingly, I was looking at their website, right? So they're saying, somebody was saying they have a section where people wrote comments to the company and they answered them. And somebody was saying, well, I had this bottle. I don't know how old it is. And because there's no date. So here's a person writing to the company. And it hasn't been in the fridge. You think it's all right? And then the gluten-free people, it says GF, they respond, or NP, New Planet responds, well, it's best to keep it refrigerated, but I just drank, the guy says, or a lady, I don't know. I just drank a bottle that was setting out at room temperature for 3 years, and it was wonderful. And they went on and talked about how if you age a beer like this, it will take on sherry notes and all these intricate flavors. My experiences usually take on old, turned fruit notes. They won't make you sick. I've drank so many, well, I've drank so many old beers, I've never gotten sick. Somebody also, the guy that gave me all this and two other New Planet, he gave me a bunch of St. Arnold Icon Red. I think it was a 2012 vintage. And those are like going on 5 years old now. And well, they tasted old, but they were interesting and they weren't bad. And I might even do a review of it, but I'm hesitant. Hesitant to review this. Okay. It just smells like gluten-free beer, which is an odd thing to start with. No kind of head, really, just a thin white head. It's copper. There's a little pink, I think, in the head. Now, they say on the website it's 5% alcohol, 15 international bitterness units. It won a bronze medal at the 2010 Great American Beer Festival for gluten-free beer. The ingredients are sorghum, brown rice, raspberry puree, orange peel, yucca extract, hops, and yeast. Gets no score in Beer Advocate because there's only 3 ratings. There's over 100 ratings on Rate Beer, and they say it's a 7 out of 100 and a 10 out of 100, so they hate it. There's one video review, and they dumped it out. They really hated it. All right, so it's mostly copper, though, really, and with this very minimal light, I do see some sediment, honestly, roiling about, or kind of suspended and slowly descending, little tan chunks, I guess they are. The St. Arnold is just globs of like mud in it, but it has a complex, interesting, and enjoyable flavor. That St. Arnold Icon Red 5-year-old vintage. I don't know, maybe I'll review it. My nose is still bothering me, and I think this chilly, extreme humidity, foggy weather isn't exactly going to help it. It smells like the gluten-free beers, which is sort of like a vitamins at the health food store, like, you know, G&C type thing. Picking up a lot of corn type grain, some raspberry though. Yep. Definitely a lot of raspberry, a lot more than I expected. So the fruit notes are taken over here, and let me be perfectly honest, it does not smell old. okay, doesn't taste old. It's a little flat in the taste as far as like, there's not a whole lot of it, but there's nothing off or disgusting or, you know, unbearable about it. Forget bitterness, but you will remember the raspberry note. There's a little sting to it for some reason. These gluten-free beers always have some odd thing about them. Fresh, old, doesn't matter. They're all odd. I mean, they're not the way beer is supposed to be. But if you have celiac disorder, if ingesting gluten makes you very ill, you may have to drink this if you want to drink some beer type product, right? And I know they make sorghum beer in Africa, and there's a whole line of them from major producers, like your InBev and people like that. So it's popular down in sub-Saharan Africa, but we're not in that part of the world, are we? It's a light to medium mouthfeel, so you would never dream it's 160 calories. It tastes like it's 110. Pretty crisp finish. You know what? It's not bad. It's like the second best gluten-free beer I've ever had. The best being the Estrella d'Andorra. In some ways, it's like the Red Bridge from Anheuser-Busch InBev, but better. Because that one has more off. It just has some characters of it. You get this grass underneath. Sorghum is a type of grass, I think. Hey, maybe that's the key with this. Buy it, age it 3 to 5 years, drink it, you'll like it. Well, honestly, I was expecting the worst. And if it would have been really bad, I probably would have deleted the video just to be fair to the company. Although the guy on the website did say it's all right, so probably would have kept it. I see some gunk at the bottom. I was expecting the worst, but you know what? This is far from the worst. In fact, it's actually, on its own merits, good. I never dreamed I'd say that. Oh yeah, bigger chunks now from that from that swish and pour. Still mostly clear though. Hey, you know what? You never know, right? I like it. I don't love it. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. It's probably in league, you know, in the same ballpark as your Purple Haze by Abita or your sweet orange lager, but those are lagers. This is an ale. And those, interestingly, as lagers, they have a fuller body than this rather thin-bodied item. But hey, you know, I'll say B. It's good. Huh? So a good beer and a surprise. And I'm going to end this review, oh boy, by saying, y'all come on down to dreary and mysterious New Orleans.